You've seen single fonts and type families, but what about collections of different styles that share a name? Those might be superfamilies. In this video, I'll break down the difference between font families and superfamilies, and show you how superfamilies can simplify your typography, speed up design decisions, and give you perfectly complementary type pairings instantly. A type family comprises typefaces with a common design, but multiple styles. Here are two type families, Ambroise and Universe. Also included in the families but not shown are italic and oblique versions of some of the weights. We'll talk specifically about weights and italic versus oblique in other clips in this module. Here are some other examples of type families. Some families are small and have only a few faces, while others are quite large, offering many choices in styles, weights, scale, and other attributes. Comparing the faces in a family, like these from the Minion family, show a common design. All the members of a given type family are the same classification, all slab serif, all humanistic sans serif, or whatever the case may be. By contrast, the faces in a superfamily are all related, usually sharing the same basic design, but not limited to a single class. One superfamily can contain multiple classifications of typefaces, most commonly related serif and sans serif designs, but also frequently two different styles of serif, or serif and/or sans serif with related script, mono, or display faces. Most text-heavy designs include at least two classifications of type, often a serif family for longer passages of text, and complementary separate sans serif family for headings and other short bits of text. There's an art to choosing which type families to pair together. These are a few good pairings. But with a superfamily, the choice is often made for you with different classes of type families specifically designed to work well together. FF Meta is a superfamily from Eric Spiekermann, one of my favorite contemporary type designers. Meta is 4 different families. FF Meta, a humanistic sans serif with a solid range of weights and widths. It was released in 1991. FF Meta is hugely popular as an alternative to Helvetica and Futura, but it, thankfully, never became cliched. Since its creation, designers have always struggled with the perfect serif pairing. I often use Minion. Then, in 2007, Spiekermann, with help from a few other type designers, created the perfect serif complement by redesigning his beloved FF Meta family into FF Meta Serif, a family with 6 weights of its own, including matching italics. Before completing the serif version, Spiekermann and friends created 2 other FF Meta type families. In the late 90s, FF Meta Correspondence, which refines the original FF Meta sans serif with simplified forms and screen optimization, is for web and mobile text. Then FF Meta Headline, another refinement of the original and base family for setting at large sizes. Technically, there's a 5th family in the FF Meta superfamily, FF Meta Plus, but it's usually kept away from polite company and not seen in public often. What makes a superfamily work is that all of the typefaces share the same proportions and basic design. They also typically have the same X height and spacing across the superfamily's typefaces. And here's Roboto, another popular superfamily, particularly in mobile and web user interface design. It has 3 families: Roboto, Roboto Slab, and Roboto Mono. Type superfamilies provide a visual cohesion you can't get by pairing 2 different typefaces or families. Which also means superfamilies are not right for every project because they don't offer the contrast and diversity in type choices that some designs need. They are useful in user interfaces and user experience design. For example, to create a consistent tone and hierarchy while delineating body copy from UI elements like buttons, menus, and the like. They work well in ad copy and editorial too because you can mix and match different classes, even in the same line of text, because typefaces in a superfamily have the same proportion, spacing, and X height. And of course, superfamilies are also effective in brand design. One such reason, for example, is to maintain the same typographic tone while differentiating products, divisions, or campaigns. Now you know the difference between a regular font family and a superfamily, and how using the right one can save time, strengthen consistency, and elevate your design game. If this helped tighten your type, give the video a like and subscribe for more practical design insights. In the coming weeks, I'll be telling you about type weight and width, typographic contrast, the difference between italic and oblique, and more. Until next times, Roman, remember, don't be regular, be bold. And if the server asks if you have any questions about the menu, don't ask what typefaces were used.